Okay, guys, so it is currently 5:30 or almost 5:30 in the morning. So, apologies for me not being able to, talk in my normal voice, but I literally woke up maybe 20 minutes ago and then I saw that they are releasing Estarossa, the LR, Estarossa June 4th. So that's on a Thursday. We can actually expect him to release at the end of this week, which is pretty cool. We knew that he was coming, so it's not much of a shock, but it's still cool to see that the official artwork and official page showing him off and everything like that. But before we get into it, guys, thank you so much for the love you've been showing the channel. My videos have been blowing up for the past couple of days and I really appreciate you guys for that. So thank you for the love and support. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll greatly appreciate it. Also comment down below, are you excited for Estarossa? Are you excited for the new LR? But yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk about him. So LR Estarossa, we knew he was coming. I made my video on how to prepare for him literally, I don't even know, at the time of this recording, me like 12, 14 hours ago, something like that. I can't even remember, but he is coming, so that's dope. That's dope. I like his design. His design is really cool. Actually looks like a demon, right? So I do like his design. Very, very fire. Very, very fire. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's switch back to the game so that way we can talk about a couple of things, right? Because there are a couple of things that we need to talk about and take into consideration when it comes down to this LR drop. So the first thing is Green Estarossa is not in the normal pool. Green Estarossa is not in the normal pool. This is because he is like these units right here. He is a coin shop unit, so you're not going to be able to find him in the general pool unless he's like somehow featured. They do that sometimes with coin shop units. They sometimes put them in, sometimes they slide them in sneakily in the banners, so you could find them in some banners, but overall you're not gonna find them. So you're gonna head over here if you don't have them. Now this is more so for new players who don't have them, and maybe you have them, you don't have them 6 out of 6. They do have this chest right here, where you can actually I think you can select them, right? So there he is, he's right here. Now the only unfortunate thing about that, again, this is for new players, is that he does cost 7 platinum like that's crazy. 7 platinum coins for these characters is absolutely gross. So yeah, that's the only thing you got to keep into consideration when talking about this Estarossa is, if you don't have him as a newer player, you are unfortunately either going to have to wait until he comes back on the banner, or you're going to have to get him from the coin shop. Now I don't think, I just want to do my due diligence. I don't think he is on any of the recent banners. I don't think he is. So if we take a look here, he's definitely not gonna be on this banner, right? He's not on this because this is he on this banner? He might, yeah, no, it's a red Estarossa, huh? Okay. So they didn't put him on this banner either. I would have, you know because these are all coin shop sins, right? Because you have the red Meliodas, green Bond, blue Deanne, right? So I'm actually kind of surprised that they have the summonable summonable commandments on there, but they don't have the point shop ones. Okay. Sure. But yeah, he's not going to be on any of these banners, unfortunately. There's nothing you can really do off that, just because of how old he is, and they don't frequently do this. So I could see maybe we get another one of these. Maybe we get another banner. It's possible, right? It's definitely possible we get another banner like this, but instead of it being 7 deadly sins, it could be the 10 commandments, right? It's not like crazy to think that, but at the same time, I don't think we will. But it'd be nice if they did that for new players and returning players who might not have Green Estarossa, right? Just because he is, again, such an old character. Otherwise you will be having to spend the 7 platinum coins, which, I mean, to be fair, with all the banners we have out now, we have this one that's free, we have this one that's free. There's not, it's not like impossible to get 7 platinum coins, but that is kind of steep, right? Especially, not having them 6 out of 6 and everything like that. It is kind of steep. He's not on this, is he? Just checking all bases right before. Even if he is on this, it's gonna you're not summoning on this banner. Even if he was on this banner, you wouldn't even want to summon on this banner, right? I don't think he's on this one, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think he is. I think it's the red Estarossa. Oh, okay. I was gonna say red Estarossa not even on there. Yeah, it's red Estarossa. So red Estarossa is on here. Red Estarossa is definitely on his banner, but the green one isn't. Let's see. Boom. He's not gonna be on that. He's. I don't think he's gonna be on this. We're just checking. Making sure. Right, making sure. Yeah, we're cooked. Okay. So yeah, the only way you can literally get him right now is through the coin shop. I don't think there's any other way you can actually get Estarossa, which is kind of crazy to think about, but genuinely don't think there's another way. Okay, and if there is, I apologize, but I don't. I'm not seeing it. But all right, before I end off, I just want to go over him real quick, like I did in my how to prepare for him. One thing that I forgot to mention in that video is he doesn't have a holy relic. So his holy relic is actually probably going to drop with the release of the LR. I can't imagine they release him without a holy relic. The only unfortunate thing about that is he is likely to need rat demonic beast material. Like you're gonna have to grind the farm the rat, unfortunately, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. But with all the units that been getting recently, it shouldn't be like it shouldn't be too bad. It's just like actually farming the actual boss, because his mechanics are annoying. That's going to be the worst part. But overall, Estarossa, when he does release the LR, I figure his holy relic again will have something to do with stances, just because of how Nemesis Meliodas works with his stance, like his Trillion Revenge, right? Because he starts off in that. I have to imagine it's going to be stance related, maybe some attack related stats, maybe basic stats, something like that. It could even be, I don't know, it's going to be something with stances though, basically because this card revolves around stances, right? So we're going to see debuff immunity when using skills with stances. I'm sure basic stats with his new LR passive, basic stats, attack related stats, maybe some defense HP related stats, buff, something like that along those lines would be good for Estarossa for sure. I definitely think Estarossa is going to be a much anticipated drop. I think a lot of people are going to be excited because we don't get a lot of Estarossa of love, or we don't really get any Estarossa of love units. So just having this drop is going to be pretty big. I'm gonna really enjoy using him. So then we have his True Awakening. Again, I think I went over this in my video, but you do, I think, want to go with the damage resistance for this guy. I can't imagine that you would want the Supreme Deity's protection, right? I don't think you would want this because damage might not be his thing, but we'll see. I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong, but yeah, just prepare, guys. He is coming June 4th. Again, he's probably gonna be for the rat demonic beast. You're gonna have to farm that guy, unfortunately, for his holy relic, or you could buy it, right? You could spend a little money, use the credit card, bust out the old credit card and do that. But I'm gonna wrap up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're excited for LR Estarossa. More demon buffs are always appreciated, and yeah, I will see you guys later.